Go ahead, Bill.
Hey guys, now you've had 3 practices. It's game time. What is the mindset of the team, and sort of what challenges when you look to Ottawa? What do they kind of present?
I think the feeling of the team is pretty good. Got to be able to get together the last couple of days. Enjoy some good dinners and kind of see your way around the city. I think mentality-wise, though, we kind of had a little bit of a lull before coming over. Our last game was pretty good, but trying to build off that. So, against Ottawa especially, you got to bring your compete. They're a hard-working group. They're gonna, they would capitalize on turnovers if they're there. They play fast. They play hard. So, our intensity and competitiveness is gonna have to be ready to go right from the get-go.
Back right.
So you mentioned those team dinners. Are you being adventurous and trying the global cuisine, or are you sticking to what works?
I don't think we've had Swedish-specific cuisine. Some steak, some Italian, a little bit of Asian in there. So I don't know. I feel like the whole world's kind of a blend with food now. That you find great Asian food in America. You find steaks in Sweden. So we haven't gone full Swedish yet, I would say.
Ray ordered that shrimp toast for everyone. That was really good.
Yeah.
Go back to Bill.
Yeah, hey JT. So one of the storylines for the game tomorrow is Seider against Stutzle. 2 German players. Your thoughts on both of them? They're very good friends, but just from a hockey standpoint, as players.
Yeah, both really good young players in this league, and I don't know Tim at all, but Mo is a great kid. He works so hard. He's one of the last ones on the ice today, shooting pucks, one-timers, and he plays hard. That's probably the thing I love the most about him is he can make all the plays on the ice, but he plays hard. He protects his teammates, he's physical, and just a good teammate and good player.
Back right.
Compher, can you just talk about how, since you guys have gotten here, the practice intensity level has ramped up and how that's maybe helped you guys kind of get into the groove of things?
Yeah, I think on Sunday after the flight, kind of going right to the rink, I think we knew that was going to be a little bit of a Sunday skate and just kind of get out there, get moving. But I think you saw it yesterday and then especially today, kind of getting up and down the ice and preparing yourself for a big game tomorrow. So I think when we're skating and when we're moving and kind of playing on our toes is when we're at our best. So I think that's kind of the message we tried to relay throughout practice was just kind of getting on your toes, getting skating, because if you kind of just have easy practices, you're not really going to be ready to play tomorrow. So those 2 are important for sure to kind of get up and down the ice, get the intensity and competition going again.
And then one more, JT. I know you guys a couple of days of practice here. How eager are you just to play and get going against opponents?
Yeah, I think it's good you get a few days to get acclimated and get some practices in, but we're definitely itching to play now. It's 2 big games for us. It's a lot of fun, to come over. It's a really cool arena. The city's been great, but these are important points. These are division opponents, and we got to be ready to go the next 2 nights.
Go ahead, Helene.
Andrew, you guys played one of your best games of the season when you were in Ottawa. What's the key to doing the things to generate the power plays you guys had and then converting as much as you did?
I think starting on time and starting fast is going to be really important. I think throughout that game, I think we saw that our speed gave them problems and gives anybody problems when a team's playing fast. So we're able to draw a lot of power plays and then a lot of quick puck movement on the power play. I think is what led to all those power play goals. So especially against a team that's physical and the types of games that we've played against them, you got to convert on the power play because that really takes away from maybe some extra physicality that that leads to penalties. So when you do get those chances, you got to vary, especially in those types of games.
There are no more questions. Thank you for your time, guys.
Coach, what what specific challenges does Ottawa present to you guys?
Big, they're heavy. They have a top line that can be dominant. It's just you can just tell they're a talented group. I don't know if the word ready to pop is a good word, but you can see they're really good in every position. They play with pace. They're just a really tough up and down the lineup type team. Again, where we are and what we're trying to do, a lot of it has to do about ourselves, and we're playing well. We give ourselves every night because of what we're doing. So we'll try to do the same going into tomorrow.
The back of the room.
Newsy, you've talked about your experience at Worlds and playing in Stockholm previously. What's the fan environment like when you're playing overseas, and kind of what are you expecting tomorrow with a large contingent of Red Wings fans in Sweden?
Yeah, excellent. Even practice yesterday, I was kind of taken back with how intense practice was with 200-300 fans we had there. Just this whole event has a vibe about it. When I came back with Tampa the other day, I was taken back about the energy of the game. We had some Tampa fans that traveled. There were some Buffalo fans that traveled, and then there was just NHL fans, which I thought was really neat. And I think you'll probably get a similar feel. But just even in the city, at 4 in the afternoon, I ran into a young man and his wife who traveled from Czechia, and they're like, I'm from Prague. The Red Wings are my favorite team. Just want to say hello. Just little unique experience and vibes like that, which I just think this is an unbelievable event.
On the right side, Sergey.
Coach, there's no shortage of storylines interesting for any market across the globe. One of them is Seider against Stützle. I'm just curious what your take is on that possible matchup, how the guys feel about it, at least yours.
Well, I just think it's really unique that it's just two really special elite NHL players that are from Germany. I mean, I think it just kind of says where German Hockey Federation is growing and where it's at. But both are just have a chance to be superstars and dominant type players. But they're also really tight off the ice. I think that there's a unique bond between those guys, kind of their upbringing and them coming over to North America. But I just think it's two really, really special players. There's so many good players in the league. I've said before that the Tkachuk brothers are two of my favorite players, the way they play. But there's nights when you're playing Stützle in Ottawa where he's just wow. Like he has a chance to just dominate the league. You can see him keep growing. So I just think two really special players that have a unique background, being from Germany.
Last question, back right.
Just to follow up on that, what has your impression of Seider's year been so far? Where have you seen him continue to grow?
Excellent growth. Just managing his game where he can be quiet in a game and still help us win and have a dominant type game. I think that's growth as a young man. He doesn't need to take the game over offensively. Just those type of games where he's just efficient with his game, completing passes, defending well, winning his shifts, knowing he's going to get the top line for every team we play. And I think there's some growth in that, and you can really see it's helped us immensely as a group where he can lead us to victory and quietly have a huge impact on games.
Thank you for your time, Coach.
Guys.